the past few days. We want to wish you a happy birthday and to remind you that, for the record, birthday shout-outs brought to you by Coca-Cola, who are proud to support your birthday shout-outs. Coca-Cola available across the Cayman Islands from Tortuga wholesalers. You should accept no substitutes. Taste the feeling with Coca-Cola. For those of you who have lost loved ones, we want to extend our sincere condolences to you. We hope and we trust that your faith will help to carry you through these extremely challenging times, and that the memories of your loved ones will be a blessing. Those of you who are ill and are either at home or at a medical facility here in the Cayman Islands or overseas, we do wish you a speedy recovery. And again, this morning, we want to give a big shout out to our colleague, DJ Lynn, and to remind him that he are in our thoughts and in our prayers for a speedy recovery as well. So, folks, I'm going to dispense with all of the other opening comments you heard earlier in the opening segment. The numbers, if you want to call in. No guests in the studio at this point in time. As soon as I read these birthday shout-outs, we will go to our first commercial break, and then when we return, the phone lines will remain open. So we see today that Miss Juanita Smith McLaughlin celebrating her birthday today. Also, Lavonna Johnson celebrating a birthday today. And Ruthann Young also celebrating her birthday today. And on Sunday, J.C. Lodge will be celebrating a birthday as well. Those are the only ones that I see at this point in time. If you know someone who's celebrating a birthday or any other momentous occasion, please share that information with us. You can send it to our WhatsApp number 925-3261. And again, those birthday shout-outs brought to you by Coca-Cola, who are proud to support your birthday shout-outs. Coca-Cola available across the Cayman Islands from Tortuga wholesalers. You should accept no substitutes. Taste the feeling with Coca-Cola. Our first commercial break. Please stay tuned. For the record, we'll be back shortly.
Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, He hath founded it upon the seas.
National Heroes Day is the largest national celebration of heritage and culture in the Cayman Islands. National Heroes Day was first held in 2003 as part of the Cayman Islands year-long quincentennial celebrations and was always intended to be the island's largest national celebration. The devastation caused by Hurricane Ivan in September 2004 thwarted subsequent plans to observe National Heroes Day in the proper manner until 2007. Traditional elements of the day include uniform parades, a children's choir, world-class live music, and laying of wreaths in remembrance. National Heroes Day takes place annually in Hero Square in Georgetown, usually on the fourth Monday of January, and is observed as a national holiday. It is a unique occasion for the people of the Cayman Islands to unite in celebration of a proud past and a future filled with hope.
Radio Cayman's Historical Vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
The Rotary Central Music Extravaganza tickets are moving. Get your tickets now and win $40,000 grand prize, $4,000 second prize, and six $1,000 prizes. Tickets are $25 each. Get your tickets now from any Rotary Central member. Rotary Central ticket seller. Eventpro.ky. Funky Tangs on Shedden Road. Rotarian Annie Rose Scott in Cayman Brack. A.L. Thompson's Home Depot, Georgetown. You may be that lucky winner. Rotary Central, supporting more than 28 projects important to our community. The 29th Annual Rotary Central Music Extravaganza Coca-Cola, Saturday, November 30th, Salty's Harbor Grill, Red Bay, the magic of Rotary, through Rotary Central.
Did you know that you can send money transfers to financial institutions anywhere in Jamaica with JN Money?
You mean I can send money straight to my account and cut out the middleman?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. You send your own money to your own account, giving you peace of mind that the money is in your account.
JN Money Transfers to Financial Institution is another convenient service offered by JN Money. You can have this done from any JN Money location. Deposit your money straight to your account without the hassle of asking someone to do it for you. JN Money Transfers to Financial Institutions, making life easier.
You deserve a unique vacation this year, one with easy non-stop flights from Cayman. Cayman Airways offers more non-stop flights to and from the Cayman Islands than any other airline. Now you can add Panama and Los Angeles to your travel bucket list. Skip the hassle of connecting flights. Panama is just a 2-hour non-stop flight from Cayman. And Los Angeles? Get there in less than 5 hours non-stop aboard Cayman Airways. Call 949-2311 or visit CaymanAirways.com to book your Los Angeles or Panama getaway today.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
Black Friday deals just got bigger at Brown Sauce Home Gallery. Now until Saturday, November 30th, grab some unbeatable appliance deals. Save $1,300 on a GE French door refrigerator with ice and water, just $2,699. Or snag a GE top freezer refrigerator for just $799. A GE dishwasher for $399. Or a GE over-the-range microwave for $299. Need laundry solutions? Get a GE 27-inch gas laundry center for $1,099 and save $700 or save $900 on a GE or LG front load laundry pair. Now $2,299 and get a top load washer for $539. Don't wait. These Black Friday deals are only good until Saturday, November 30th. Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive Industrial Park. Call 623-5000 for more details.
What's that? No sugar, same amazing taste? Coca-Cola Zero Sugar is here to stay. Classic taste, pure satisfaction. Be sure to stop into any Tortuga location and get your own case of Coke Zero. Or grab an ice cold one straight from the cooler. Brought to you by Tortuga Distributors Limited. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling, Cayman.
This is For the Record.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. No guests in the studio. Have about 8 minutes before we go to our 8 o'clock news. Meanwhile, I can also advise you that our toll-free number is working. That's that number, 1-800-534-8255. Also 949-6990, 949-8037. WhatsApp number 925-3261. Speaking of toll-free numbers, and which is provided courtesy of Flo, in December of 1965, the 9th of December 1965, the Trade Winds newspaper reported that telephone progressing, and it has a photograph of a gentleman using a pickaxe out on the side of the road where the Memorial Park next to the courts building is now, because I can see the town hall in the background there. So this would have been right in front of the guinea tree that used to be there, that was of course bulldozed as well. And it says the picture above was taken on the morning of the beginning of the trench for the underground telephone cable, which will soon be bringing telephone service into the Cayman Islands for the use of the general public. That was in 1965. And then, folks, in 1966, the 1st of December 1966, the headline was then, telephone system to be inaugurated Friday of that same month as well. And then it gives the story of the cable and wireless. I will share more of that with you later on. We do have a caller. We're going to accommodate that caller before we go to our news. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, OC. How you doing today?
Hey, good morning. Good morning. I'm fine. How art thou?
I'm good. I'm acting in the capacity of what the MP should be acting in, because I've been getting a lot of these calls from various people that I think the call should be going to their MP.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess a lot of them I don't mention on the radio because I don't want to overstep the minister's boundaries, you know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But this lady been wrestling with working with the government in the past, and she's been trying for the last 6 years, I think, trying to get some sort of funds that should be owed to her, but for some reason they can't find anywhere where she was employed by the government.
Ah.
But, OC, she's receiving pension. She's receiving a pension from the job that she was doing. So I don't really understand that one too well.
So this is another government entity that can't find any record for her?
Well, it would be it would come on the education.
Uh-huh.
And her place of authority over her would be at the building going up there by Jake Scott, the education building up there going up on Russell's Way.
Uh-huh.
So, and I kind of inquired from her, and she said, I asked her, well, how were you paid?
Mm-hmm.
She said they would go in there and they would sign a logbook. They would sign a logbook, and that was how they operated. I told her, well, now that everything is digital, maybe the logbook got thrown away, and that was the only way that they could identify her working with the government. But she do receive a small pension.
And can you say in what capacity was she employed, or what?
I think it had something to do with the warden on the buses.
Bus warden? Okay.
Bus warden, yeah. I don't know how she would be employed, or what would be, whether it was a contract or she would be considered a civil servant, or I'm not sure. But she do. But the reason I'm calling is because I didn't understand the fact that she's receiving a pension, but yet they can't find no evidence of her being employed.
Well, it is quite possible that the persons or the entity that dealt with the pensions part of it found themselves satisfied that she was employed. Now, we know that there are occasions, and there must be some flexibility. I mean, at the end of the day, as a civil servant, you have to follow the law. But where the law may be silent on something, then you need to use your best judgment and your best efforts. And once you're able to justify what you have done, and it isn't anything that is illegal, then you need to go ahead and do it. Now, we know, for instance, that when it came to issues like Caymanian status on grounds of descent, and the person that you're making that claim under may now be deceased, there are instances when sworn affidavits from persons who may have known the deceased individual or something like that, where those sworn affidavits are accepted. And I'm wondering whether or not in this particular case, if that individual is known by others who worked with them or who were involved in the administrative arm of government, could obtain sworn affidavits, because sworn affidavits could be legally recognized or legally
justifiable,
binding, and whether or not that would assist, because the lack of records should not in any way disenfranchise that individual from enjoying what they're legally entitled to, and they need to find a way, and we have to stop being so strict. We have to stop being fearful of making decisions. When you make a decision, you record why you made the decision, the basis on which it was made, so it's there, so no one can say that you did anything underhanded. But if this individual is entitled to some sort of a pension as a result, or even medical benefits as a result of being employed by government at a time when, in some instances, government employment was basically, it wasn't formalized in any way, then that needs to be done.
Yeah. I'm really concerned, because of our receiving the pension, so that showed.
Yeah. I mean,
that,
when we're looking for logic, you don't always find logic within government. So we could argue, well, since she's getting a pension, then that. But if it's somebody else now who's dealing with that other part of it, they're not going to use that. Well, the reason that I did this was because the person is getting a pension. The government has recognized them as working for the government of the Cayman Islands and getting a pension. But if they were to say, okay, ma'am, do you know any persons who worked with you? Do you know anyone who worked with the education department at the time? And when you came to sign those timesheets and logbooks, whatever, for the time that you were a warden on a bus, that someone can give you an affidavit to that effect? It's funny, I was thinking this morning, along similar lines. I was reading one of the Tradewinds articles about the opening of the secondary grammar, the school. And there's so much misinformation out there about that school when it opened, and hopefully I'll be able to share that with my audience today. But record keeping in the Cayman Islands was something that didn't always occur when it should have. And of course we know that with the destruction of the government building in the early 70s, that many records were lost, as well during that period of time. But, people weren't really keen on retaining records. I remember even the immigration department, some records there that, were of historical significance. Persons who came later on, they were disposed of rather than kept. But Lord Graham, I've gone a minute and a half over the time, but the phone lines will be open after the 8 o'clock news, folks. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. Radio Cayman time check now, 2 minutes after 8. This time check brought to you by our friends at Foster's.
When you're on the go, the experienced team at Foster's Pharmacy are here to help. Drop off your prescription while you shop, or WhatsApp us and we'll prepare it, ready for your arrival.
Whether you need prescription or over-the-counter medications, blood glucose testing, or advice on vitamins and supplements, we're here early in the morning to late at night. Both of our locations at our Camana Bay and airport stores are open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday to Saturday.
For more info, visit fosters.ky/pharmacy. Foster's Pharmacy. Better health because we care.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
Radio Cayman.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
With a look at your latest news, I'm Jevi Ebanks. Bino McKenzie pled guilty in summary court to inflicting grievous bodily harm during a January altercation at a South Sound apartment complex. The victim is now blind in one eye and partially blind in another as a result, Chief Magistrate Angeline Hernandez transferred the case to the Grand Court, noting that sentencing may exceed the lower court's remit. Mackenzie remains on bail until the 13th of December, when an updated social inquiry report and victim impact statements are expected. Police have arrested a second man in connection with a text message scam targeting local bank customers. Radio Cayman's April Cummings has more.
Text message scams are pretty common these days, but they're often from overseas. This one appears to be different. When police made their first arrest on the 18th of November, they said several people had lost significant amounts of money, and they were working with a local bank on the investigation. The first suspect was a 24-year-old Bodentown man suspected of money laundering offenses. Police did not give any further details about precisely how that worked. And on Thursday, they announced a 21-year-old from Georgetown is also under arrest, also on suspicion of money laundering offenses. We're told both men have been bailed as the investigations continue. April Cummings, Radio Cayman News.
Thank you, April. Nearly 120 civil servants rack up certificates and awards after completing courses with the Institute in Leadership and Management. CIG TV's Lavita Thompson reports.
The internationally recognized City and Guild certification program saw 27 persons receiving their ILM Aspire Award Level 2, 55 persons receiving the ILM Level 3 certificate, 14 individuals receiving the Level 5 certificate, and 6 persons receiving a Level 3 certificate in effective coaching. An additional 16 persons received a Level 4 diploma in business and professional administration. 4 students completed the CSC bachelor's degree in public administration through sponsorship, having successfully completed their associate's degree in public administration through the CSC.
That is your latest news. Now to the BBC for headlines around the world.
BBC News with Govinda Gill. The EU's ambassador to Georgia has said the government's decision to shelve moves to join the bloc is heartbreaking and against the wishes of the majority of Georgian people. More than 100 Georgian diplomats have questioned the legality of the move. Britain's Parliament is debating a bill that would allow doctors to help some terminally ill people in England and Wales to die when they choose. Supporters say the legislation will give people choice and dignity at the end of their lives. Fierce fighting between Syrian government forces and jihadi rebels is reported to have reached the outskirts of Aleppo. A security official and government reinforcements had arrived in the city. The militants launched a major offensive on Wednesday. Israel has told the residents of 60 Lebanese border villages they are not allowed to return home at this time. A ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah remains intact, although each side has accused the other of breaching the terms. Dozens of people are missing after a packed ferry capsized on the Niger River in central Nigeria. The boat was carrying more than 200 passengers. An inquiry has found that a New Zealand Navy ship, which ran into a coral reef and sank last month, had been left on autopilot. The crew assumed the vessel was under manual control and did not follow standard procedures to check this was the case. The Nigerian economist Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala has been reappointed as head of the World Trade Organization for a second term. The first images have been broadcast from inside the restored Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris more than 5 years after a devastating fire. On a tour of the cathedral's new interior, President Emmanuel Macron described Notre Dame as the soul of the nation. The renovation project has cost nearly $1 billion. That's the latest BBC News.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
Now, more than ever, supporting your immune system is crucial to helping your body fight off illnesses like the common cold, the flu, and COVID-19. At ValueMed Pharmacy on Walkers Road and in Bodentown, we carry all the essential vitamins and minerals to help support your immune system and improve your overall health. Some of our top immunity support picks are vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, elderberry, and quercetin are the popular 7-in-1 immunity support. Our pharmacists are always on hand to help guide you and answer any questions. Visit ValueMed Pharmacy on Walkers Road or Bodentown. Live happy, live healthy with ValueMed Pharmacy.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman with the latest up-to-date, accurate news and information. For your convenience, the headline news will be repeated on our sister station, Breeze 105.3 FM, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or download the Radio Cayman app in the App Store or log on to www.radiocayman.gov.ky and stay connected to what's happening in the community. Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
This Thanksgiving, the Ministry of Health and Wellness would like to encourage you to hold the salt. 12% of Cayman residents always or often add salt or salty sauce to their food. Diets high in salt are associated with raised blood pressure, increased risk of heart diseases, gastric cancer, and kidney disease. To learn more, log on to www.gov.ky/steps or follow us on Facebook. Let's step into wellness together, Cayman.
I work hard each day. I'm a mother, sister, daughter, wife, cook, and everything in between. I know that no matter what, I have to be the woman I need to be. And that's why I choose Curves for that time of the month. When the pressure is on, I know I can rely on Curves sanitary napkins to keep me dry and comfortable all day and night. Affordable and available in cotton or silk. With Curves, I can be the woman I need to be all the time.
Strong, resilient, beautiful. Be the woman. Curves.
The biggest luxury sale of the year is back again. For 4 days only, Kirk Freeport's Black Friday weekend sale will have once-a-year deals on jewelry, watches, fragrances, accessories, and more. From Thursday, November 28th until Monday, December 2nd, you can find unbeatable discounts from your favorite brands at Kirk Freeport's network of locations at The Strand, Cardinal Avenue, Bayshore Mall, and its La Perfumerie stores. Visit KirkFreeport.com for details. Don't miss out on the year's best deals at Kirk Freeport.
The holiday season is approaching, which means the holiday gatherings and a little bit of me time.
Beacon Furniture has the perfect selection of furniture pieces to bring comfort and joy to your home.
Comfortable seating, cozy bedroom furniture, the perfect dining set to fit your guests, mattresses that are just right, and gorgeous home accessories.
Beacon Furniture offers free delivery and setup. Visit us at 386 Shamrock Road, across from the Seafarers Hall in Prospect, or call 943-2500.
Happy holidays from Beacon Furniture.
The 8 a.m. weather update brought to you by CG Britcade, where people come first.
And once again, my friends, good morning to you. Let's take a look at your latest weather update, courtesy of our friends at CG Britcade. Present temperature about 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Last night's low temperature was at 79, but it feels like about 88. Winds are out of the northeast at 7 miles per hour. Relative humidity 90%. The barometric pressure is at 29.88 inches and falling. A surface trough located over Jamaica will bring a slight increased chances for cloudiness and showers for the next 24 hours as it moves west of our area. Moderate northeasterly winds and seas are expected to continue over the next few days as a high-pressure system lingers over the western Atlantic Ocean. Our forecast today calls for cloudy skies, becoming cloudy at times with a 40% chance of showers. Temperatures will rise to the mid-80s. Winds will be east to northeast at 10 to 15 knots with higher gusts. Seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. Later this evening, partly cloudy skies with cloudy spells and a 40% chance of showers. Temperatures will fall to the upper 70s. Winds will be east to northeast at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. High tide is coming up in the next hour at 9:12 a.m. It's going to be low at 3:07 in the afternoon and high at 7:46 tonight. Sunset is at 5:45 this evening, and the outlook is for similar weather conditions expected through Sunday morning. Thereafter, fresh to locally strong winds and moderate to rough seas are likely as a high-pressure system builds over the eastern United States. That, my friends, is your latest weather.
We were set to battle, and your Aunt Angie was leading the pack when...
Aunt Angie, what does this have to do with car damage?
Oh, right. Well, long story long. I took down the assassins and wound up inventing a new form of mixed martial arts. I became an international champion until one sore loser karate kicked my car. But I was covered with CG.
Covered for malicious damage and more. CG Brit K. Good like that. All benefits are subject to policy provisions, including eligibility at the time of service.
The 8 a.m. weather update brought to you by CG Brit K, where people come first.
You deserve a unique vacation this year, one with easy non-stop flights from Cayman. Cayman Airways offers more non-stop flights to and from the Cayman Islands than any other airline. Now you can add Panama and Los Angeles to your travel bucket list. Skip the hassle of connecting flights. Panama is just a 2-hour non-stop flight from Cayman. And Los Angeles? Get there in less than 5 hours non-stop aboard Cayman Airways. Call 949-2311 or visit CaymanAirways.com to book your Los Angeles or Panama getaway today.
Ready to kick off the holiday season Cayman style? Join the Cayman Islands National Museum for Lukia, a one-of-a-kind anniversary celebration and Christmas market, November 30th from 4 to 8 p.m. Discover the best of our islands with unique local vendors, handmade crafts, and traditional Caymanian food. It's the perfect place for early Christmas shopping, and best of all, entry is free. Don't miss Lukia at the Cayman Islands National Museum, where holiday spirit and island heritage come together. See you there.
Black Friday is here. It's time to shine at Kay's Fine Jewelry, where magic aligns. Save big on rings, watches, and more. Luxury treasures at deals you'll adore. Find your treasure. The best awaits you, but you have to act now to make your wishes come true.
Kay's Fine Jewelry, bringing sparkle to your holiday season with exclusive deals this Black Friday on diamonds, bracelets, engagement rings, flexi jewelry, designer watches, and more.
Kay's Fine Jewelry, located on Albert Panton Street, across from the House of Parliament.
Meet Destiny Daly, a young Caymanian now shaping the future as a dedicated educator. With passion and purpose, Destiny uses her skills and knowledge to inspire the next generation of Caymanians.
I chose teaching because I wanted to make a difference here in my community. Every day I see the impact I'm making, watching my students grow and thrive. There's no greater reward.
If you dream of shaping lives, start your journey today. It's the most important work you'll ever do. To learn more, visit gov.ky/education.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
And once again, a very special good morning to those of you who try to get out there early. But unfortunately, during the later in the morning time, traffic builds up. Looking at the east-west arterial, majority of traffic has eased up, but of course getting to the Red Bay roundabout, that's where you still run into some traffic. Those going through South Sound will get a little more freedom flow of traffic until nearing the Georgetown area. Looking down at the CUC roundabout, we still see some traffic heading on the Linford Pearson. It starts to slow up once you get nearer to Georgetown, and similar on Crew Road as well. Bobby Thompson Way, seeing lots of traffic in the northbound lane, and then crawling onto Huldah Avenue to the CNB roundabout. Thomas Russell Way, taking in that influx of traffic up to the Butterfield roundabout. North Sound Road, seeing some traffic to the Dorset Drive area. And of course, light traffic coming off the SLE Tibbetts. Most streets in Georgetown taking in that traffic. Looking down at West Bay Road from the Ritz-Carlton, traffic flowing smoothly in both directions. Shannon Road got some light traffic at the moment. Eastern Avenue seeing some light traffic similarly. Lots of traffic feeding into Godfrey Nixon Way and feeding into the Eastern Avenue area. If you're heading towards the airport to catch your flight, very light traffic along Roberts Drive. SLE Tibbetts Highway heading up to West Bay, smooth traffic flowing. And heading up to the eastern districts of Grand Cayman, nice and smooth traffic flow as you make your way eastward bound towards Northside, Eastern Cayman, Brock, Little Cayman, light traffic as well. Buckle up and stay safe, my friends. That's your latest traffic report.
Did you know ordering your favorite sandwich from Subway just got easier? Yeah, picture this. No more waiting in line. No more fussing with cash. Just a delicious taste of Subway at your fingertips. With our new app, ordering your go-to sub is as easy as a few taps on your phone. Plus, receive exclusive deals and earn loyalty points with every purchase made on the app. Download the new Subway app today and get ready to ditch the lines and drive straight into your flavor. Visit the App Store or Google Play Store on your mobile phone and search for Subway Cayman Islands. Subway. Eat fresh.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
The Rotary Central Music Extravaganza tickets are moving. Get your tickets now and win $40,000 grand prize, $4,000 second prize, and six $1,000 prizes. Tickets are $25 each. Get your tickets now from any Rotary Central member. Rotary Central ticket seller. Eventpro.ky. Funky Tangs on Shedden Road. Rotarian Annie Rose Scott in Cayman Brack. A.L. Thompson's Home Depot, Georgetown. You may be that lucky winner. Rotary Central, supporting more than 28 projects important to our community. The 29th Annual Rotary Central Music Extravaganza, Saturday, November 30th, Salty's Harbor Grill. Red Bay, the magic of Rotary. Through Rotary Central.
This Black Friday, it's time to shine. Rocky's Diamonds has incredible deals for everyone, whether you're treating yourself or surprising someone special. From November 23rd to the 30th, enjoy massive discounts on everything. Gold, diamond, rings, necklaces, earrings, you name it. Perfect gifts, perfect prices, and just in time for the holidays. Visit Rocky's Diamonds at 28 North Church Street, Waterfront Center, or check out rockysdiamonds.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for all your Black Friday excitement. Rocky's Diamonds Black Friday sale from November 23rd to the 30th.
Funky Tank's Black Friday weekend sale is on now. Mark says that if you snooze, you will lose on some great savings. So head on down now to Funky Tanks and take up to 30% off store-wide, 10% off computers, televisions, accessories, and all AC units, 15% off cell phones, linen, small household appliances, fridges, stoves, and auto accessories, 20% off fans and hair care products, 25% off cell phone accessories, portable radios and CD players, tablets, and fireworks, 30% off batteries, perfumes, musical instruments, and accessories. Nintendo Switch reduced from $389.90 to $298.95. Sale is on at both Funky Tanks locations. Shedden Road, call 949-0998, and Countryside Savannah, 943-0998.
Can you tell me, what does a turtle do on his birthday? He celebrates.
Celebrate your loved one's special birthday with a birthday shout-out live on For the Record with Mr. Orrett Connor, only on Radio Cayman. WhatsApp your loved one's name to 925-3261. That's 925-3261. Radio Cayman's birthday shout-outs live on For the Record with Mr. Orrett Connor every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Brought to you by Coca-Cola. Available across the Cayman Islands. From Tortuga Wholesalers. Accept no substitutes. Taste the feeling with Coca-Cola. And by Superior Auto. They keep your car in tune. Call 949-9570 or 525-9571.
With Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. No guests in the studio. To remind you that our phone lines are open, or WhatsApp number 925-3261. Other landlines 949-8037, 949-6990. Or toll-free number provided courtesy of Flow. That toll-free number 1-800-534-8255. Speaking again of toll-free numbers and Flow, earlier was talking about the history of telephone in the Cayman Islands. So in December of 1965, the then newspaper of the Cayman Islands, the Trade Wind newspaper, reported that the progress was being made, and it showed a photograph of a gentleman with a pickaxe digging a trench for the cables right on where the sidewalk is now by the courts building. Then in their publication on the 1st of December 1966. 1 year later, the headline was Telephone System to be Inaugurated Friday. New era in the Cayman Islands. And it's pointed out that the formal opening of the Grand Cayman telephone system would take place at the town hall in Georgetown on the 2nd of December, following a brief tape cutting ceremony at the new telephone building. And it pointed out the chairman at that time of Cable and Wireless, as it was known, was Sir John McPherson. And he would be making his opening speech along with the administrator, Mr. J.A. Cumber. And then Mr. Cumber would then make a first official telephone call to Mr. Wentworth Bawden. Some of you will know him as Mr. Bunny Bawden, who was at that time the postmaster. So he would make a call to Mr. Wentworth Bawden, the postmaster at the post office building. And then it says that following this call, calls will be made to the various districts in Grand Cayman, and they would be made by the representatives of the Legislative Assembly for each district as well. So it was all a huge, formal thing that took place. 1966, the 2nd of December, 1966. So for those of you who don't know our history and the history of telephone in the Cayman Islands, right? 2nd of December 1966, first official telephone call made through the Cable and Wireless telephone system as well. And you heard me earlier this week talk about there's a new Bermudan company now that's talking about coming into the Cayman Islands, as well. So since Cable and Wireless, we've had Digicel in here, and then all sorts of online systems that you can make phone calls from as well. We have several callers on hold, so we're going to grab the callers right away. First caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. Mr. Connor, who you want to be called? Mr. Connor, OC? You're trying to put on too much names on your body there. But anyhow, tell me something. Are dogs allowed in the grocery stores? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I guess that would be up to the management, the store management and owners.
Yeah. I was here at the grocery store this morning, and when I finished with my card, a lady walked up with this little dog, no bigger than a kitten, and she puts it into the shopping cart, and I'm like, lady, that shopping cart is for food, not for dogs.
Yeah.
You know? And she looked at me like I was crazy, and I demanded to take that dog out of that shopping cart, because I might be the lucky one to go back and get that same shopping cart later on.
And did she take it out?
She looked at me like I was crazy, then she took it out, and what happened after she crossed me, I don't know, but she didn't bring me, she never carried me. She looked at me like I was crazy.
Now, there's some people who have what you call comfort dogs, even on airplanes and stuff. They're allowed to carry them, but your point is well taken that you have to be safe as well in terms of ensuring that the proper sanitary conditions are upheld.
Exactly. So what people is doing now these days, trying to conserve and plastic, is putting their vegetables and stuff into the cart without putting them into a bag. You know what I mean? But I just came out of another one of the businesses here by the airport, and this security guy he took my item, And he didn't, in his slur, he didn't say good morning or nothing. And I turned to him and I said, you didn't say good morning. And he said, well, I say, good morning, and the job you have right now is called for good customer service and so forth. Well, he don't see where customer service is coming to this, taking off the item that individual is just came to the door with. I say, really?
Wow.
Yeah, you have to have customer service. You got to say good morning, good evening, or whatever.
Yeah.
It is.
Common courtesy. Common courtesy.
I said, by the way, where you from? I'm from China. He's very young.
Mm-hmm.
He said, he's from China. I said, okay. So I say, trying to get us here. I said, tell me something. You couldn't find a better job in China than to come here and do security work? He said, well, he's got family here, and he has been doing security for 1 month now. I said, really? You see how quick they can come to our island and get a job, and our Caymanans can't get no job? Is it because the Cayman doesn't want it, or what the problem is? I can't figure it out now. Why people can come here and in less than a month time, they have a work permit to get a job on this island. What is really happening with our people?
Or he may have had the work permit approved before he came and just came directly into. That's possible.
Into the job.
Mm-hmm.
Probably can't do it because we've been here a month.
Mm-hmm.
And he got family here. And I asked him, I couldn't get a better job in China. He said he just want to come in to make some money. And then he's going to make some money, then he's going to move on down the road. Can you imagine the audacity of that strong Cayman dollar that is so strong for other countries, but not for us that live here? That hurts to the core,
Yep.
But I'm not going to stop fighting. I know it's probably got to go, but I just want to say one thing. I'm going to let you go because I probably call back. Oh, see, we got 3 lanes practically now here and there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have no emergency lane, what you could think of. And I was wondering, why can't they make that middle lane an emergency lane for our fire trucks, our police, and whatever other emergency that has to be done? And no one to drive in that lane at no point in time keep that lane open, because we will never get a lane for emergency when we have an emergency on our roads or anywhere, because everything is grabbed up. What we need to consider these places that got 3 lanes is to keep that middle lane open, that people, that the fire truck and the ambulance and so forth can get into that and get where they're going. And if they come to a bottleneck somewhere down the line, well, they have to let them in. You understand? When they come to a 2 lane or 1 lane. But at least they got a little bit more speed when they got that middle lane, free for them to get a little bit closer to the bottleneck situation. You understand?
Got you. Mm-hmm.
Because these guys are here just trying to get in, to go to something, to save some other lives, and the cars go to squeeze up against the sidewalk and all that kind of foolishness. But anyhow, I'll probably call you back.
All right. I'll be here. I'll be right here. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to take the WhatsApp caller as soon as we return from this commercial break. And I think we do have other callers on hold. I'll just say to all of you, hang in there. We're going to accommodate every one of you as soon as we return from this commercial break.
West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers, a compounding story.
I don't think people realize how pain creeps into your life. It has a way of robbing your strength. I really don't like taking prescription medication orally.
West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers. They understand.
When it comes to compounded medication, it's personal. So whenever there's a problem with some medication or treatments that's not working right, then a physician will call me and say, hey, they're having bad side effects from this medication.
Compounding pain cream changed the game. Made special for me. Significant pain relief in the form of a cream. That is a new experience for me.
It's changed his life.
It worked.
Ask your pharmacist or healthcare provider about compounding at West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers. Call 914-6449.
Black Friday deals just got bigger at Bronso's Home Gallery. Now until Saturday, November 30th, grab some unbeatable appliance deals. Save $1,300 on a GE French door refrigerator with ice and water, just $2,699. Or snag a GE top freezer refrigerator for just $799. A GE dishwasher for $399. Or a GE over-the-range microwave for $299. Need laundry solutions? Get a GE 27-inch gas laundry center for $1,099 and save $700 or save $900 on a GE or LG front load laundry pair. Now $2,299 and get a top load washer for $539. Don't wait. These Black Friday deals are only good until Saturday, November 30th. Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park. Call 623-5000 for more details.
Reflections annual countdown to Christmas sale is on now. Ladies, save 50 to 75% off selected fashion clothing, selected Adidas, Puma, and Nike sneakers discounted from 25 to 50% off. Make your gift giving super easy this year by getting Reflections gift certificates for everyone on your list. Converse kicks starting at $25 and bargains galore throughout the store. Guys, cargo pants, big and tall, $5.50. Levi's and selected Docker pants, 25% off. Every purchase above $49 at Reflections gives you the opportunity to win 2 free tickets to any Cayman Airways destination of your choice. Open Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. Shop Reflections on Shen Road beside the Mango Tree.
See yourself in Reflections. Reflections, always driving down prices.
Catch the Paramount Carpet Black Friday sale on now till Saturday, November 30th with 25% off in-stock carpets, 25% off in-stock tiles, and up to 75% off select items. All orders should be collected by December 4th or storage fees will apply. See in store for terms and conditions. Save big at the Paramount Carpet Black Friday sale on now till Saturday, November 30th. Visit us in store at 317 North Sound Road, Industrial Park. Open Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. and Saturday, 7:30 a.m. till 2 p.m. Call 949-5000.
We do a whole lot more than just cover your floor at Paramount Carpets.
Get ready for a day of food, fun, and fellowship. Join Webster Memorial United Church in Boddington for a Thanksgiving Beach Fun Day this Saturday, November 30th at Cowood Beach, Boddington from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're serving up delicious traditional Caymanian dishes such as stewed turtle, stewed conch, lobster, crab, Cayman beef, fried fish, barbecued chicken, and all the sides. Plus, don't miss our thrift stall grab bag. There'll be entertainment by Theoline McCoy Primary and others. Come enjoy great food, fantastic bargains, and be entertained, all in support of the church's outreach ministries. That's this Saturday, November 30th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Cowood Beach, Boddington. See you there.
Take some advice from your Aunt Angie. If you want to go scuba diving on your vacation, don't bedazzle your wetsuit. And you think you look great, but what you don't realize is that you look like a shiny, scaly fish. And it won't take long for a shark to notice you. Next thing you know, you're busting out every karate move you got. But if you're smart, you'll have CG medical insurance and get airlifted out to the closest hospital.
Get coverage for emergency evacuations. CG Brit-K. Good like that. All benefits are subject to policy provisions, including eligibility at the time of service.
This is For the Record.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. We're going straight to the phone lines or WhatsApp caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. OC.
Good morning.
Radio Cayman, For the Record listeners. Mario Ebanks here. I was trying to call in on the phone lines, but I couldn't get through on the WhatsApp or the main line, and I got to rush off to my work. So I just want to leave 2 quick points. One is that I heard the previous caller called in a while ago about the lady who was having issues with her government pension. And he's right, that's been going on for about at least 6 years. I have been involved in it because she also brought it to my attention about 3 years ago. And she works as a bus warden. I believe she was initially as a public servant and then was transitioned to the private sector provider, but it doesn't seem that they've been in the records, in the contracts, or in the proper transition of the employment relationship. So she has got lost in the mix there in terms of the paperwork maze. But anyway, it's something that can still be sorted out, as you mentioned, but getting affidavits and using good judgment. That's exactly what's needed. So I have been trying to help her over the last 3 years with suggestions. She even went to the former Minister for Education a few years ago, who was there when she was working Did the affidavit. I think she got a couple of other affidavits. She had spoken to the previous Minister of Finance, or two previous Ministers of Finance. I even spoke to the previous Premier, Mr. Panton, Mr. Wayne Panton. He made some suggestions, and it will just keep going around in circles. Then the last one that we thought was going to be a success was she got in touch with the Minister for Community Development, Mr. Andre Ebanks. He returned her call. I believe he met with her, made some suggestions. I believe he put her in touch with the right people, but it still hasn't happened. And I think it's a simple one that can be done. It can be grandfathered. It can be, she can get sorted out, and people who are in that same maze where they're not sure whether they're fish or fowl can be regularized. And I'm hoping that's done in her case, because it's very stressful to her. She's deserving of her employment rights, and it should be sorted out. So hopefully that's done. The second thing I want to mention is about the approval for the Aqua Beach project that was just recently approved, where they're going to demolish the existing Aqua Bay, sorry, not Aqua Beach, Aqua Bay, on the northern part of the 7 Mile Beach, near the Silver Sands and almost into West Bay, and they're going to replace that with a 10-story glass and metal structure. Again, that was put off and had objections to it, and I don't know on what basis it was given approval now. I hope that it's been severely improved in terms of the setback from the high water mark, in terms of maybe some kind of flow-through area where the water can flow through and not hit against another big wall, again, whether it's a pool or deck or whatever. And I think that the Minister for Georgetown North, Mr. Joey Hugh, is contending with a real mess on the southern end of 7 Mile Beach in his constituency, and the Minister for West Bay South, Mr. Andre, or the MP for West Bay South, Mr. Andre Ebanks, is going to soon have to contend with a similar situation on the northern end of 7 Mile Beach if this continues. So hopefully he will make a comment, a statement, and look into why this thing was approved and on what terms, and take it from there, because it's really troubling what the potential could be. So I just leave those 2 points about the lady with the pension and also the situation with the Aqua Bay project. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.
Okay, we want to thank Mr. Mario Ebanks for those comments and that information as well. Let's grab another caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
How you doing, bro?
Good morning. I'm fine. How are things over in our sister islands? Not the lesser islands like they used to call them before, sister islands, part of a family.
Yeah, I heard you call my name. I was trying to get through, but I couldn't get through. Anyhow, I want to shout out to the guys from the agriculture department that came up here after the storm.
Mm-hmm.
They done a wonderful job. Wonderful, I'm telling you.
Great.
All over the island. But, see, one of the most depressing things, and I wouldn't the only one talk about it. Now, our Cayman Island government set up people to take care of everybody on the island, right? And before those guys could get here and get started, there was a Valencia fried mango tree. And these fruits go 2.5 pounds because I got 2 trees.
Mm-hmm.
And in the high school grounds where the children and them planted, this tree is about 10 years old. And it just blew down. And I don't know who gave the order, but it had to be a fool because we got so much of them employed. See, they sawed the tree about 16 inches from the root.
Wow.
They didn't wait till it could be stood up, and the root is still there, up in the air, with the tree cut off.
Mm.
How can, and you know the part about this now, the only way you could get the truth out of that, it would have to be somebody like one of them old SS generals that know how to torture people, or the KGB. Because all they can say, well, this one done it and that one, all of them was how to go in a torture chamber. Huh?
Yeah.
Now, that's ignorance to the mark. No, OC. I want to find out really and truly what time the Cayman Island people got stand up for their young people, for their future. Oh, see, just a couple of days ago, when I was reading this thing, I said, no, this got to be a joke. Oh, see, a gentleman came in from the United States, okay? He had 4 marijuana joints rolled. Now, listen to me. I'm an advocate for marijuana, so I have nothing against this gentleman with weed, you know. This is what got me irritated. Oh, see, 4 marijuana joints, and he had 21 gummies. That's the extract of it, big, you know, gummies. Okay, now, oh, see, the police arrested him for 21. The laboratory tested 21 because all of them might be tested, right? Now, when it goes to court, through the DPP office, it went to court with only 1 gummy bear. So, if it had went with the 21, he would have been charged with importation to supply.
Because of the quantity.
Yes, but for some convenient mistake or setup, it didn't happen. Not the judge, Ms. Hernandez, and all our glory, Chief Justice now too. She top the line now. Instead of her saying just go in back to the DPP office, because the police said they done this, the lab done this, it is going back for the 21 gummies. Now, whatever happens, is happening, but it was conveniently done. So the intent to supply would drop. Good. Now, that's not bad enough, you know. The woman convicted the man, well, obviously had the thing to convict him. They charged $3,000. Now, I guess somebody court cost or whatever it is. No, see, the gentleman is a permanent residency. He just got a residence for 1 year. 1 year.
Wow.
Remember that? And he came in from the United States. Remember this now. And the judge recorded no conviction against him. So that means he is free to travel to the United States of America again, anytime. But our young children that can get scholarships to go to America, they won't clean their police record. They have to go England, they have to go somewhere else. What time is it that we the people can stand up and say, you know something? Enough is enough. We the elders don't stop this, you know, because when the young people, you look at, you know what the Cayman Islands got be thankful for? That I'm 66 years old and loaded with gray hair. Because a movement needs to happen. And look at, anything can be solved peacefully, you know. But boy, sometimes it has to cross the border of love, you know. Yeah. See, it's time for it to stop.
Yeah.
The young people getting enough.
The double standards, the double standards need to go.
Something gonna go down. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be put there. So you have a nice day, my brother. A nice day.
Thank you very much. Opine more on this as soon as we return from the commercial break. I believe we still have another caller on hold, Paul. We will take that caller. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
This holiday season, let Kirk Market do the roasting so you can do the hosting. Visit in-store or shop online and order your traditional family feast, complete with classic roasted turkey and ham, all the tasty sides and trimmings. Let the chefs at Kirk Market be your holiday helpers so you can spend less time in the kitchen. Order online at kirkmarket.ky or visit in store today. And don't forget to visit the florist at Kirk Market to find the perfect centerpiece for your table. There's no place like Kirk Market for the holidays.
This Thanksgiving, the Ministry of Health and Wellness would like to encourage you to hold the salt. 12% of Cayman residents always or often add salt or salty sauce to their food. Diets high in salt are associated with raised blood pressure, increased risk of heart diseases, gastric cancer, and kidney disease. To learn more, log on to www.gov.ky/steps or follow us on Facebook. Let's step into wellness together, Cayman.
It's a good time to get ready. It's a good time to know that the season is coming. So let your body know I'm preparing to be healthy, and I want my friends to know 50% off. So tell your friends today.
Hi, I'm Daryl Dacus from Health for Today, and with the holiday season upon us, I want to send you some holiday cheers. To kick the season off right, we're offering an incredible 50% off on selected items while supplies last. While growing up, I remember the excitement around the holiday prep. So give yourself the gift of health for this holiday. So call Why Wait 928-1503 or visit healthfortoday.ky and click on the link below the video that says 50% to view all sale products.
Cayman Thanksgiving, a time for gratitude and celebration. The Church of God, Bordentown, invites the Cayman community to a special Cayman Thanksgiving celebration service this Sunday, December 1st at 10:30 a.m. Come together as we reflect on the goodness of God over the past year and celebrate His blessings in our lives. On behalf of the Church of God Chapel family in Bordentown, have a blessed and joyful Cayman Thanksgiving and look forward to seeing you this Sunday at 10:30 a.m.
One day only, Black Friday sale, November 29th at Robert Wood Furniture and Interiors. Don't miss the biggest savings of the year. For one day only, enjoy 29% off everything in store, from living room and bedroom furniture to dining sets and stylish home decor. Hurry in for the best selection, because once it's gone, it's gone. Shop at Robert Wood Furniture and Interiors this Black Friday and save big on the pieces you've been dreaming of.
Mark your calendar, Friday, November 29th. This is a sale you don't want to miss. Only at Robert Wood Furniture and Interiors, located at 25A Cayman Center, Airport Road. For more details, visit the Facebook page, Robert Wood Furniture and Interiors, or call 949-7765.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. No guests in the studio. Phone lines are open, and we still have another caller on hold. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Yeah, Mr. Connor again. I've been calling in regards to the school bus and people crossing the bus doors.
Yeah.
Had a very close call again. That's this week here up on Crew Road.
Wow.
And then on Walker's Road, this week here as well, too, cars, it was one of the stops, and the cars were just going. And somebody was behind us, and they took themselves and turned their car or the Jeep into the road some, that these cars could stop to know that this bus is here letting children off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know what's going to take for the commission to put something on. I mean, because social media throughout this whole island, and if they really want to come out here and threaten people, the police department, they got all kind of means of doing it on social media, warning people in regards to these school buses. And then when on Kuro a couple of days ago, when he realized what he was doing, he panicked, like the child was about to step down on the last step of the step. And I was behind the child, and I asked him, I said, what the you think you're doing, you know? And then this Mr. Walton, he wants us to get phone numbers. I got to take care of my children. I can't memorize no license plate numbers in my head to say, well, you know, it was so and so and so and so. You understand? They should not expect me to do that. They got to get up here and make sure that these children are protected.
Well, I hope someone will take me up on what I said about, you know, installing the cameras on the buses.
Somebody needs to pick up on it. I don't know who can pick up on it. But somebody needs to do something because, see someone get right. And I mean real bad because these people have no respect. The lights are on. Sometimes there's a sign out that comes off from the door, you know, telling you to stop. And these people are still crossing in the doors on the left-hand side. If we stay straight, they cross us. If we zigzag into the road, they cross us. I don't know what they're going to do, see, but things are not looking good for all people on our street. And you had the Mr. Kimmenbrock, bought the man on a couple of days ago talking about his good health.
Yeah.
You remember?
And his cholesterol, yeah, and blood pressure, yes, yeah.
He only gave you one of his ingredients. But I just want to say that the moringa, I'm going to ask you drinking that moringa juice because I've been drinking that now from 2016, I believe it is. I've been drinking that. And every time I go get at my physical, everything is intact.
That's good. That's good.
Bad and good, you know.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
I want to call him, ask him if he drinking his moringa and tell you if you do, you hear?
Keep it up. I will. I'll
right,
question him. All right. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Good.
So one of our listeners wants to send out happy birthday or belated happy birthday greetings to their spouse, their husband, Mr. Kendrick Brown. He had his birthday yesterday, celebrated his birthday yesterday, the 28th of November, and wishing him God's richest blessings from Merlene and the rest of the family. Mr. Kendrick Brown, belated happy birthday. He celebrated his birthday yesterday. We have two callers. Let's see if we can accommodate both before 9 o'clock. If not, we'll take one now, take one later. First caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, OC.
Good morning. How are you, my friend?
Not too bad. How about you?
I'm good, thanks.
OC, couple of things I want to touch on and make some complaints about. But this one is, you know, I need to find out. You know, traveling on the arterial bypass going Savannah, there's a fluorescent green paint that is painted around the roundabouts. Do you have any idea what that is for? Or just another way to waste money?
No idea.
No idea.
Mm-mm.
Well, I thought I was pretty stupid because I couldn't figure out what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But since you don't have no idea, I mean, that makes me feel so good because it makes me feel that I'm not the only one that is in the dark. But I wish somebody would explain to us what is the whole idea of putting that fluorescent green paint on the roundabouts. I would like to know because I don't have the answer. But that's not my main topic, OC. On Monday, we went up to Miami for a few days, me and my wife, and do a little shopping. And we coming back. I mean, the departure launch, I thought that was bad. But the arrival area, I mean, it was 4 flights in. It was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday. And Miss Julia was on the flight also. I was trying to get her yesterday while she was on with you, but it didn't happen. Anyway, that whole arrival area is a total mess. I don't know or see who's in charge of that, but you talk about confusion on Monday, 4 o'clock in the afternoon in that airport. I mean, the 4 flights, everybody was going down one single lane. They didn't have no separation other areas to where the visitors would go, and everybody's confused. And I don't know what's going on. I know
This is when you're going to the. When you're going to be inspected by the customs officer.
When you're going to go through to get clear to get your luggage.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm passing all of these people because I know there's a Caymanian line, right? And I felt bad really doing it, but that's how bad it was. I mean, I didn't have no other choice because I'm totally confused at this point in time. What the hell is going on in this place? And they got one Jamaican lady running about around there like a chicken with the head cut off, and she don't have a clue what's happening. And so I passed all of these people, and you know, at least nobody said anything to me anyway, because I mean, I totally did not understand what was going on, and that was the reason for that. Otherwise, I am pretty respectable, you know, when it comes to stuff like that. I respect other people, you know, with privacy or whatever, or lines or anything. If they're first in line, I respect that. I don't try to go ahead of them, but I didn't know what was going. I mean, there's hundreds of people right there, and I'm not going to stay in the back there, and then after I stay in the back there, then I realized, God, I should have went up. So I did what I thought I should have done. So as I went up, I saw Caymanians on the monitor. I saw that flash one time, and I never saw it again. On the left side of that now is the residents. So the residents and the visitors was on full time. The Caymanian side blinked once and it never came back on while I was in that line. I don't know if it came back on afterwards. And we are just third class people in this country. Nobody respects us as Caymanians anymore. Any other part of the world you go, people are respected to their nationality and their country, right? They separate you from everybody else if you are an indigenous person to that country, whatever, right? So to top it off, that was bad enough, right? So now we're coming up now to clear our declaration and pay our duties to the stuff that we're bringing in, because my son wanted some extra stuff for work because he works at Caymana Baby Dart, and he needed some extra equipment, electronics and stuff like that. So we bought all of that for him, come through, and we went up and we got paid our dues and everything. And while we were there for quite a while, we must have been 30 minutes or something like that. Anyway, I see all of these other people going through now without going through customs to clear to pay their declaration of dues. So I see all of these. Well, there's two sections. Sorry, there's two sections. One area.
Caller, I'm going to ask you to hold on. We have to go to our headline news. Don't hang the phone up. We just have to go to this headline news, and we're going to come back to you.
Thank you, Otzi.
Okay.
If they are talking about us,
living in your head rent-free all this time,
we must be relevant. Radio Cayman since 1976. From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines. Local, regional, international news.
The headline news is brought to you by Kirk Market and Health Services Authority.
With a look at your latest headlines, I'm Jevi Ebanks. The 2024 Cayman Islands Marathon takes place this Sunday from 4:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. The following road closures will be in effect. From 9 p.m. on Saturday, the 30th of November through 12:30 p.m. on Sunday, the 1st of December, Seafarers Way from 4th Street to Cardinal Avenue, the junction of Seafarers Way and Goring Avenue, the junction of Shedden Road and Elgin Avenue near RBC, Warwick Drive, the junction of South Church Street and Broilers Road, northbound traffic, and Walkers Road, Goring Avenue to the hospital. On Sunday, the 1st of December from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., Shedden Road, Elgin Avenue to Seafarers Way will be closed for the children's race. Motorists are asked to drive cautiously, follow marshals and police directions, and to be mindful of participants and volunteers. In regional news, Kevon Yankee Boy Heath, a Trinidadian soca artist, has started a hunger strike against Jamaican singer Vybz Kartel's scheduled performance on Carnival Friday, believing it undermines the Soca Monarch show. He emphasizes the need to preserve soca culture. The One Caribbean Music Festival clarified that Vybz Kartel is part of a broader event featuring mainly soca music. The debate continues on social media, with some artists supporting the inclusion of diverse music genres in carnival events. In Jamaica, British national Glenn Mason pled guilty to possession and dealing in and attempting to export cocaine. He was fined Jamaica $750,000 in the St. James Parish Court. Justice Natisha Hilton emphasized the need to deter such actions that tarnish Jamaica's image. Mason was caught with 1.5 pounds of cocaine hidden in slippers at the Sangster International Airport. His attorney highlighted mitigating factors, including Mason's inability to work since 1996 and recent personal losses. Despite these, the judge stressed the seriousness of his actions and imposed the fine with the potential prison time, if unpaid. That is your latest headlines. I'm Jevi Ebanks.
More news available at www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
Do you have a healthcare question but not sure who to ask? Contact HSA's Patient Call Center to speak to one of our experienced clinical team members. We are here to answer your questions and help guide you through your healthcare journey. Need to make an appointment? Our team can help. Contact HSA at 949-8600 or email info@hsa.ky. At HSA, we are committed to caring for you.
This holiday season, let Kirk Market do the roasting so you can do the hosting. Visit in-store or shop online and order your traditional family feast, complete with classic roasted turkey and ham, all the tasty sides and trimmings. Let the chefs at Kirk Market be your holiday helpers so you can spend less time in the kitchen. Order online at kirkmarket.ky or visit in-store today. And don't forget to visit the florist at Kirk Market to find the perfect centerpiece for your table. There's no place like Kirk Market for the holidays.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. I'm made to understand that the other caller that we had on hold, that call dropped. Hopefully the caller will call back. Meanwhile, we do have another caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record. Good morning, caller. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. I just want to quickly pick up on a couple of the issues that was there. The first one, I think, was with Mario and the development on the north end of 7 Mile Beach. I totally support his support of that. I think our planning board needs to take a serious look at some of these things that they're developing and the destruction of our fragile environment. And I just want to stress that fragile environment that is fast disappearing before our eyes to complement these egregious developers. I won't say anything more on that, but my main complaint is I'd like to support Jan's comment with the school bus situation. I've seen it myself, but I've also seen it more so with the emergency vehicles, with some of these drivers on the road that want to chase after emergency vehicles and do not even have the courtesy to pull off the road when they hear a siren come in to make way.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw it happen on the Pearson Highway, and there's 3 lanes there. And these people just will not move over. You know, it's absolutely crazy, and nobody is doing anything about it. But the most outstanding one is these drivers that drive on the road with one single headlight, or worse than that, no lights at all.
Yeah, seeing a lot of that.
And I want to know why the police cannot do something about this. Where is the traffic department? These things are infringes of the law. Totally. And it's just something that we need to step up to the plate. And I hope the powers that be are hearing my voice, because it's high time something has been done about these things. Anyway, I just want to say thanks for that. I have to run. I have a meeting I have to be involved in. But thanks for just letting me voice that. Lucy.
No problem at all, caller. No problem at all, with that.
Thank you.
Okay. Before we go to the next caller, one of our listeners wrote and said, says, God bless the Premier for the $500 to pensioners. And she said, but the person says, but God knows we do believe that the $500 should be added to the $1,250 that we are all getting. God help the poor pensioners, as well. $1,250 per month is not a whole lot if that is all that an individual is dependent upon. And if you have either rent to pay or if you have utility bills and then you have to feed yourself as well, then $1,250 a month is not a whole lot, and that's really not going to suffice. But suffice to say that it reminds us that why pensions are so important. Now, I hear what people have to say, about the pension schemes other than the government pension scheme in terms of, not gaining any value, in terms of what they're putting into the pensions and seeing their pensions losing money rather than gaining. But and that's a issue that needs to be addressed, has to be addressed in legislation. Hopefully, people are listening. We know that there are legislators out there who speak about this, and I guess at some point in time, if they haven't already done so, we'll propose legislation to change that. Meanwhile, people need to understand the importance of having a pension. While it is not, the proceeds from that pension, the payout, not designed to fully support you during your retirement years, but it helps along with whatever savings you're able to make during that period of time or other investments, then it will help to complement those other things. But a pension in itself is not going to be sufficient for you during your retirement years. So any enticement to use your pension money for other things, unless it's something that is really urgent and life-changing, you want to resist any attempts to do that. Let's grab the caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Yeah, let's see. Sorry, I'm back again. Yeah, as I was saying, we were with the officer sorting out our stuff to declare, and on the other side, a lot of people were going out towards the door, and they had a lot more stuff than we had. And I said, well, what in the world are these people doing? They're not going to declare their stuff. Anyway, I kind of forgot about it, so we're still getting dealt with by this officer. And when I looked, I saw all of these people now that was trying to get through customs without paying their dues was being sent back inside of a little area right next to us. Mm-hmm. It's two areas right there, and that is the area next to us is the people now that are trying to swindle government out of their duties. Mm-hmm. So, see, I don't know who the lady was that was there, but she must have made at least about 30 to 35 people come back in to pay customs their dues. And I mean, I could not believe it, because I looked over there and I saw all of these people, and I read the penalties and all of this kind of stuff to try to swindle the customs out of government out of their funds. And I mean, the penalties was pretty serious. So I wonder now how much of that was applied, because like I say, I looked over and I didn't see one person that I recognized that I could say, well, that's a Caymanian. They should be ashamed of themselves, right? And I couldn't believe it. I mean, the amount of stuff that they had and the level of respect. I guess they must have ended up shopping or see and bought a lot of stuff. Maybe they have a little shop or something like that. And they were trying to get right straight through customs without declaring or paying anything.
But it is reassuring that customs then are doing their job. They're being observant. There's a reason why they have those scanners there and everything else. And so it proves that they're doing their job.
Yeah, I take my hat off to that lady that was there because she didn't take no crap from none one. She made everyone, and I now see more people now on the phone and trying to find receipts and this and that. And I just hope they find them real good because that is the level of respect that these people that we welcome here or see have for us in this country. A little bit of duties, right, that they don't even want to give us. But they want to reap as much as they possibly can, and you know what? Say to hell with us, and that's the way I looked at that on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
It was a total disgrace. But see, I don't know who's in charge of that arrival area, but they need to do something about that because that is one total mess. And I just hope somebody is listening that will. I don't know who's in charge of it, but I don't know. Anyway.
Point taken. Point taken. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. Okay. We have 3 callers queued up. Let's grab another caller before we go to our next commercial break. But just hang in there. We're going to take all of your calls. We're going to also ask you to try to be as brief as possible, bearing in mind that there's someone waiting behind you as well. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, OC, and good morning to your listeners as well.
Morning, Billy.
Yeah, every time you talk about sentencing, I'm really very interested. I listened very carefully, yes, to what Mr. Elvis was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this to me is a two-pronged problem. In the Cayman Islands, there's a double standard. If you are Cayman, they sentence you because to a long prison term or a more stringent term because you can afford going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
That has always been a problem. It is tied in with also who is appointed to the judiciary, but that's a discussion for another day. But even in general, by that meaning, even globally, this has been a problem. We have been evolving, but we're evolving very slowly. If you go back far enough, there never used to be expungement of records. Once you had a record, you were considered to be a criminal.
Mm-hmm.
You were treated, even if you had only one conviction, you were considered to be a habitual criminal, No distinction was made between, say, somebody with a gambling habit who's got a propensity to violence. No. You punch somebody on the cheek one time and you are criminalized. And if you look at also history of drug offenses, drug offenses, these are things which today, I don't know, for example, why, as far as I'm concerned, I don't use ganja, never have used it, but I don't see why people's lives have been turned around, have been really messed up, and they have a record, they can't go and study because of ganja. In Scandinavian countries, for example, they have really taken a different approach to Scandinavia. In Scandinavia, if you go to jail for 20 years, that's a very, very long term. And yet you had people like Kwame Kilpatrick in the U.S. who was sentenced to 37 years, and now they are saying that Eric Adams, the New York mayor, might go to jail for 25 years for corruption. In my view, corruption, people should go to jail maybe for 3 or 4 years, not for 30 years, because it just is not right.
Mm-hmm.
I think in Portugal, for example, they have, I understand, decriminalized all drugs, not made them legal, but decriminalized. And consumption has gone down. The president of Mexico recently was saying, look, the drug problem is more, in fact, an American problem.
Mm-hmm.
People wouldn't be killing themselves in Mexico and in gangs and so on if there hadn't been this demand in the United States for drugs. Let me just end on this, Ossie. I understand actually solitary confinement, how it was invented it was that they thought that if you commit an offense, it's because the devil made you do it. They never had the devil made you do it. So put you in solitary confinement, put a Bible there, you are going to read it, and you are going to become a better person. I think we need to look at sentencing both from the view of double standards as well as just in general whether people have to go to jail for so long.
Before you go, Billy, putting on your lawyer's hat now, what are the legal implications, of no conviction recorded? Let's say, for instance, can some board, like an immigration board, a work permit board, take that into consideration in terms of character if no conviction has been recorded, or does it mean that the event never took place? What are the legal implications?
Well, you see, because once they say no conviction has been recorded, then you are as good as having been acquitted for those purposes. So that when you go to seek a police report, because a police report will not show that there was a conviction.
But a board still having knowledge of it, because they have seen it in the press that this person, no conviction was recorded. They can't use that event in any way that could be legally challenged if they were to base their decision on that.
Yeah, very good question, O.C. I would feel comfortable to go to court and say that if they took account of that when there was no conviction recorded, then what are they taking into account? In other words, the court has already said that this person's offense is such that we won't record a conviction. Then why are you treating him as if he's got a conviction? I would challenge that as an improper exercise of discretion, considering why the whole system of police records has been instituted. It hasn't been tested in court in Cayman as far as I am aware, but I don't think that they can act on the basis of their press report. They should act according to the document. You remember the OC way back? There used to be this thing that sometimes somebody applies for a work permit, and then that person who applies for a work permit is a girlfriend to a married person, and then that spouse writes a letter to him and says, this person is dating my husband. And then they would, you know this better than I do, and then the work permit people would deny the permit. And it was said that that's illegal, you can't do that, you must give an opportunity to the other party to make some submissions, otherwise it is unlawful. So they put it in the law, there was an amendment to say if that happens, the person who is being accused must have an opportunity to make representation. So this is a somewhat similar situation.
But if you're basing your decision on the character of the person, character can go beyond a police clearance certificate, I would imagine. But like you said, it is not settled law in the Cayman Islands yet, and hopefully it can be settled because we see while the courts may not have the intention of sort of frustrating the ability of boards to take these things into consideration, that is exactly what is happening.
Yeah, very quickly, OC, if you apply for a gun license in the Cayman Islands, one of the requirements is that the commissioner has to be satisfied that you are not a person of intemperate habits, you are not violent, okay? Even if you don't have a conviction, there is a power for the commissioner to take into account that, and that is a little bit controversial, but that's the way it is.
Okay, thank you very much for that guidance, Billy. We've gone past our commercial break. Those callers who are on hold, we will take your calls as soon as we return. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
You deserve a unique vacation this year, one with easy non-stop flights from Cayman. Cayman Airways offers more non-stop flights to and from the Cayman Islands than any other airline. Now you can add Panama and Los Angeles to your travel bucket list. Skip the hassle of connecting flights. Panama is just a 2-hour non-stop flight from Cayman. And Los Angeles? Get there in less than 5 hours non-stop aboard Cayman Airways. Call 949-2311 or visit CaymanAirways.com to book your Los Angeles or Panama getaway today.
West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers, a compounding story.
I don't think people realize how pain creeps into your life. It has a way of robbing your strength. I really don't like taking prescription medication orally.
West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers. They understand.
When it comes to compounded medication, it's personal. So whenever there's a problem with some medication or treatments that's not working right, then a physician will call me and say, hey, they're having bad side effects from this medication.
Compounding pain cream changed the game. Made special for me. Significant pain relief in the form of a cream. That is a new experience for me.
It's changed his life.
It worked.
Ask your pharmacist or healthcare provider about compounding at West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers. Call 914-6449.
This holiday season, let Kirk Market do the roasting so you can do the hosting. Visit in-store or shop online and order your traditional family feast, complete with classic roasted turkey and ham, all the tasty sides and trimmings. Let the chefs at Kirk Market be your holiday helpers so you can spend less time in the kitchen. Order online at kirkmarket.ky or visit in-store today. And don't forget to visit the florist at Kirk Market to find the perfect centerpiece for your table. There's no place like Kirk Market for the holidays.
At Kirk's Home Center, we can make your life much better. We got it all together. We got a great deal in store for you. From cookware to stereos, from power tools to plumbing supplies. Yeah, we got the best goods with the best price and a service to make you smile. Kirk's Home Center, we got a great deal in store for you.
The Chickens have built Cayman's first digital currency investment platform, Chickstarter. Powered by Massive Media, Chickstarter is a satirical business incubator raising money for local charities. Sign up for free now at chickstarter.ky and invest your 10,000 Chick coin in the special projects, each raising money for different local charities. 10 people will be randomly selected to receive a month's supply of local farm produce from Farmer Clarence as well. Full details and fun at chickstarter.ky. That's chickstarter.ky. Sign up and play for free today.
Williams Productions proudly presents the 2024 Gospel Fest. This year, bringing you award-winning artists Jeff and Sherry Easter.
Over and over, again and again, God is faithful.
Alongside the incredible Marshall Hall.
Thanks, I give you thanks.
All live in concert, December 31st at First Baptist Church. Gates open at 6 p.m. Concert starts at 7. So come early and get ready for a night of unforgettable music. Tickets are $25 pre-sale or $35 at the gate. Funds raised will help to support Inclusion Cayman. Grab yours today at Funky Tanks or the Cayman Islands Conference. Celebrate, sing, and start your new year right at Gospel Fest 2024. Don't miss it. The 2024 Gospel Fest is proudly sponsored by Office of the Premier, Cayman First, Health City, Hides and Sons, Value Med Pharmacy, Ministry of Border Control, Labor and Culture, Uncle Clem's, Physiotherapy Center, Ministry of Youth, Sports and Heritage, Praise 87.9, Ministry of Tourism and Ports, and Radio Cayman.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. Straight to the phone lines. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Connor. How are you today, sir?
Good morning. I am fine. How are you, sir?
I am doing great. And good morning to your listening audience all around the Radio Cayman and Talk Today, For the Record world.
Yes.
With your new hosting duties as a Talk Today host as well.
Yes.
Yes, well, I just want to put in a quick call on this Friday, which is the last weekday, the last calling day before Cayman Thanksgiving, as we know, December 1st on Sunday, and we have finally arrived at the end of the hurricane season, which is our reason to be thankful. So our primary reason to be thankful. And I just wanted to encourage all of our Caymanian community and those who love Cayman and those who have made Cayman their home to join in the wonderful exercise of faith and of love and of friendship and kindness and fellowship to pause and, be intentional in giving thanks.
Mm-hmm.
We've had so many near misses this year. We've had so many challenges. We've had so many crises and issues, but at the end of the day, we're still standing. And, it's so important that we use these times to join in with family and friends to reflect and to just to even have that exercise of being positive. It is so easy to get caught up in the things that aren't going well. It's so easy to be focused on the things that are frustrating us and disappointing us, and to forget those things that are going well. The fact that we can even speak. I was watching a friend of mine who's well known to many, who put out a message to the community just of appreciation and thanks from his hospital bed, and he had now been there for 60 days consecutively, and I had the privilege of being able to visit him overseas in hospital while he was hospitalized.
Mm-hmm.
When you pause and you think about just not even being able to go home, you know what I mean, and not being able to move around freely and having to receive medical attention, etc. For 60 days straight, that's not easy at all.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
So much, takes so much willpower and guts and bravery, and yet he's fighting on, and yet he's expressing gratitude to those who have reached out to him, etc. And I paused and I thought, my Lord, what would I do in a situation like that? Would I be so gracious? Would I be so kind and so thankful? So it's not until we are put through those situations that we realize how good we actually had it. And I think when we look around the world, I say it all the time when I wear my other hat on the stage when I perform. I try to remind Caymanians all the time that there's no place on earth, Mr. Connor. I'm convinced of it. In fact, I have an open bet, an open offer of $100 to anybody who can tell me any country who would not exchange their problems for ours.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
right?
Mm-hmm.
You tell me a country who would not exchange the problems they have for Cayman's problems, right? And give us theirs in return, So in the grand scheme of things, when you think about it, we still live in one of the best places on earth.
Yes.
Not the best place on earth. So we're so blessed, we're so privileged. The Lord has been so good to us. He's spared our lives. He has, we still have food to eat. There's nobody starving to death in our country. And there's yes, some of us will be, perhaps some of us are eating too much. And we're about to embark in more eating. But we're very, very thankful, and so we're wishing everybody a wonderful Cayman Thanksgiving, and again, it's a wonderful opportunity for us to celebrate our heritage, and I'm hoping that people will embark on eating some traditional Caymanian food, celebrating our heritage, because again,
And don't be afraid to eat the turtle meat despite what others have said.
Indeed, sir. That's the thing. Again, we have been so apologetic about our and again, I blame. We want to have ourselves to blame in that space.
Yep.
Our heritage is our heritage.
Mm-hmm.
It is our identity. The way we speak is the way we speak. This is our home.
Yep.
If you're going to let someone come in and tell you what you can't do in your home, then that's on you.
Yes.
Yes. That's 100% on you. That has nothing to do with the person you've let in. Yes, they should have manners and stuff like that. But if you don't demand it, then they're going to just push themselves around and make themselves feel right at home. So, and stuff. And yes, they have the freedom to express those views, but we should be celebrating. If we were so embracing of who we are, if we were so embracing of our heritage, people would not feel the temerity, would not feel the courage, the braveness to just get up and say, that's a bunch of foolishness, you shouldn't be doing it.
So true. Yep.
I can name many countries that people wouldn't go over there and dare to tell them what to do and what not to do. And stuff. So let us as Caymanians embrace who we are. And unfortunately, it appears it has taken us risking losing our identity for us to actually discover it. For many of our people to actually push towards it, say, well, why is it so important? And you know, we didn't end up having those right conversations with our older folks, you know, with our parents and grandparents, and learning the recipes and learning the stories behind our family, our respective family histories, etc. And it's only because it's such a peril that many people have kind of opened their arms widely. You know, I look at our dear friend Mr. Roy Boyd. Whenever he has a book launch, you know, people just flock down there, you know, because there's such a yearning and a hunger and a thirst for information, for connectivity. I think that's why our dear friend Mr. McField, when he comes on the show with you, sir, people just are so eager to hear things. You know, I think of the last time that we got together with our dear friend Mr. Brett, blessed memory, Mr. Brennard. You know, all the folks who were there. We just sit at the feet of these wise gentlemen and ladies of our community to hear, because we know that what we've lost and what we're losing. And so I think there's a collective sense of urgency to capture and to preserve what is truly Caymanian. So, you know, this is the only celebration we have that is focused and centralized on our food and our identity and our culture. So let's get together, let's share the stories, let's share the recipes, let's share a plate. And we really want the people who have come to live here as well. This is a great time for you to learn a Cajun recipe. I say to people, Mr. Connor, I lived in Italy for 10 years and I came back home. You know, people would say, okay, cook something for me now, right? And if I was to pull out hamburgers and fries, I'd say, well, what did you learn? What did you learn when you were over there for 10 years? So I wonder all these, you know, people who have come to Cayman and lived with us for a few years, etc. And when they go back home, people say, well, can you make something Caymanian for us? I wonder what they do. You know? Hopefully it's not kebabs or KFC. You know?
I was thinking the same thing, or Burger King.
So, you know, this is a great opportunity to take
it is. It is.
You know? So we're so thankful for all the many people who have embraced the holiday, and I look forward to all the Caymanians who post and pictures and share messages. And there's so many non-Caymanians who do it as well. You know, they cook their Cayman style beef, etc. So, you know, it's a great weekend for us to celebrate. And I just want to thank Radio Cayman for their support of Cayman Thanksgiving. And I want to wish everybody a wonderful Cayman Thanksgiving. We have so much to be thankful for. Let's focus this weekend on just, you know, being intentional in celebrating and speaking out loud, articulating the things we are thankful for, not about the things that are going wrong, complaining about this, complaining about that. Pause.
And thank you for championing the cause as well and keeping it alive.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. I really appreciate it, sir. Thank you. With many hands make light work.
So true. Upset, you right. Take care. Good hearing from you as well.
God bless you and God bless your family.
Thank you. Same.
Your listening audience.
Same to you.
Thank you, sir.
Take care now.
Bye-bye now.
Folks, we're going to take a commercial break. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
She hear clunk and her car stop. I was just about to send her some money, so I send it straight to her JN Money Transfer card. It cost me less, and perhaps she use the card, pay the garage right away. She'll get discount through the JN Rewards program in Jamaica. This card make things easy. You can even get funds at any multi-link ATM.
JN Money Transfer Card. Fast, affordable, convenient. Tell your loved ones in Jamaica about it. Sign up is free.
You deserve a unique vacation this year, one with easy non-stop flights from Cayman. Cayman Airways offers more non-stop flights to and from the Cayman Islands than any other airline. Now you can add Panama and Los Angeles to your travel bucket list. Skip the hassle of connecting flights. Panama is just a 2-hour non-stop flight from Cayman. And Los Angeles? Get there in less than 5 hours non-stop aboard Cayman Airways. Call 949-2311 or visit CaymanAirways.com to book your Los Angeles or Panama getaway today.
Attention, book lovers and history buffs. Get ready for an evening with one of Cayman's most celebrated storytellers. Join Caymanian cultural historian, educator, and author J.A. Roy Bodden in association with Ian Randall Publishers for the launch of 2 new books, Trouble in the Streets and The Legend of Long Celia, Woman of Blood and Bone. Meet the author in person, grab a signed copy, and dive into the heart of Caymanian history and culture through Bodden's captivating, powerful storytelling. Saturday, December 7th at the Studio Theater. The Harkwell Center comes alive, starting at 6 p.m.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
Cayman Brac, get ready for an unforgettable Pirates Week celebration. Join them Saturday, November 30th at Watering Place Gardens starting at 11 a.m. Enjoy live music by the Swanky Kitchen Band. See the Pirates, a festival queen competition, food festival, cotton candy, snow cones, water slides, and so much more. Don't miss the Gimme Storytelling Festival at 6 p.m. and fireworks at 7 p.m. brought to you by the Cayman Islands government.
When you're on the go, the experienced team at Foster's Pharmacy are here to help. Drop off your prescription while you shop or WhatsApp us and we'll prepare it, ready for your arrival.
Whether you need prescription or over-the-counter medications, blood glucose testing, or advice on vitamins and supplements, we're here early in the morning to late at night. Both of our locations at our Camana Bay and airport stores are open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday to Saturday.
For more info, visit fosters.ky/pharmacy. Foster's Pharmacy. Better health because we care.
With rising costs, saving money is more important than ever. Did you know harvesting rainwater with a water tank can save you money and help prevent erosion and flooding? Now it's time to invest. RAM Water Tanks Black Friday sale is here. But hurry, deals end November 29th while supplies last. Get 10% off 450, 800 and 1,000 gallon tanks, 15% off stackable 600 and 100 gallon tanks, and 25% off mobile truck tanks. RAM Water Tanks, superior strength and made to withstand harsh conditions. Call 925-3822 now to save big and prepare for the future with RAM Water Tanks.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. We have a caller on hold. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, Mr. Osi. Rambo speaking.
Good morning, Rambo. How are you?
Yeah, beautiful morning, brother. Outside. Nice, man.
Good.
Environment, man. And how I heard Jason Barker calling.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Right. It coincides related towards Mount Travis. Right? Osi, give me the 4 or 5 minutes, please.
Go ahead.
And how I had a hardest one now, we're prison. Right? I had a hardest one up there. Right? And no jailbird, the recidivism. Differently, right? And when they hear Uncle Benton, we seen, right? The DPP, I never got no politician, no. When I called you Monday, but politician partial. That's that time respect you, the party, true. Right? Respect them to right. Differently. But anyhow, when you hear Mark, I'm 40 years old, Nicky Bush, he won't run again because the DPP, right? Technicalities, stringent interpretations of detailed exhibits, regardless wherever you charge for, and everyone came on, then you get right off for DPP. And you're sending going up now, inclining for the justice system. They came back to the police. Like me, the target got the police now. And we hear once you make a police, jump on a canoe or whatever, then get going with business. What they call it for. You understand? They're a bunch of meat. Yeah, I appreciate it will leave here, a lot of hiccups, mishaps, a routine part, less, Dodgers. You know what I mean? And now OC, what they call all the morning. I want to suggest to you, look at the criticism and in your platform, your forum, but we're telling you, or I want to tell you in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
The politicians on your program, you get the phone calls. You need to advocate and discredit the public figures, right?
Mm-hmm.
We want to be compromised a bipartisan relationship when the parties overseas to represent us.
Mm-hmm.
We the locals, myself, deal with them face to face.
Mm-hmm. Of course, on a talk show, you're limited to the amount of time that you have, with a mixture of commercial breaks and stuff like that. So, a talk show isn't necessarily the proper forum, for any politician to interact or engage with their constituency if there has to be a back and forth conversation.
I agree. I agree. Like, that you're more sovereignty, more of operation. When OC the budget make, they are 10-year position, right? Determined to run in office. And OC, what it's still a season now, champion time now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Innuendos, mistakes it happen. But the point I make now, all they're doing is lies. They're accountability. Right? Who they know for realignment or who want to be? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You understand, see?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Listening.
What do you know? The DPP needs shape up. In the prison thing, it run down. I got been in the Kema campus, henceforth, 2025, got a pipeline with me. Yeah, I called one armed journalist, now not red.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't the one that mentioned whatever run down thing. I'm a big man, everyone things up there, nothing things around me. in the government rule too. Government start use all the way.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But like I said again, the justice system, and when you hear this and back, I think for number 2 now. That's what's up. And when you hear this and back talking about narcotics, isn't that? We'll look into Portugal in the Biden administration, in Harris, the last election, state of Oregon, legalized everything. I'm not looking for that now. But we didn't have a referendum to pass the ganja. That's all those things. Everywhere surpasses, just almost degree.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So that's a waste of money. I hear tax money person there. So we doing, you understand? This is the senior citizens, and how you go.
All right, Rambo. Got to go to a commercial break. Thank you very much. Again, folks, please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers, a compounding story.
I don't think people realize how pain creeps into your life. It has a way of robbing your strength. I really don't like taking prescription medication orally.
West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers. They understand.
When it comes to compounded medication, it's personal. So whenever there's a problem with some medication or treatments that's not working right, then a physician will call me and say, hey, they're having bad side effects from this medication.
Compounding pain cream changed the game. Made special for me. Significant pain relief in the form of a cream. That is a new experience for me.
It's changed his life.
It worked.
Ask your pharmacist or healthcare provider about compounding at West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers. Call 914-6449.
There you go, sir. Thanks for choosing JN Money Transfer.
Boy, thanks to JN Money Transfer, I can stay right here in Cayman and pay mama bills back home in Jamaica. Her water, light, phone and other bills never late. Every month I pay everything in one place.
Make payments to over 30 companies in Jamaica through JN Money Transfer. Fast, affordable, convenient. Call 1-800-744-1163 for details.
Black Friday deals just got bigger at Brown Sauce Home Gallery. Now until Saturday, November 30th, grab some unbeatable appliance deals. Save $1,300 on a GE French door refrigerator with ice and water, just $2,699. Or snag a GE top freezer refrigerator for just $799. A GE dishwasher for $399. Or a GE over-the-range microwave for $299. Need laundry solutions? Get a GE 27-inch gas laundry center for $1,099 and save $700. Or save $900 on a GE or LG front-load laundry pair. Now $2,299. And get a top-load washer for $539. Don't wait. These Black Friday deals are only good until Saturday, November 30th. Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive Industrial Park. Call 623-5000 for more details.
This holiday season, let Kirk Market do the roasting so you can do the hosting. Visit in-store or shop online and order your traditional family feast, complete with classic roasted turkey and ham, all the tasty sides and trimmings. Let the chefs at Kirk Market be your holiday helpers so you can spend less time in the kitchen. Order online at kirkmarket.ky or visit in-store today. And don't forget to visit the florist at Kirk Market to find the perfect centerpiece for your table. There's no place like Kirk Market for the holidays.
With rising costs, saving money is more important than ever. Did you know harvesting rainwater with a water tank can save you money and help prevent erosion and flooding? Now it's time to invest. RAM Water Tanks Black Friday sale is here. But hurry, deals end November 29th while supplies last. Get 10% off 450, 800 and 1,000 gallon tanks, 15% off stackable 600 and 100 gallon tanks, and 25% off mobile truck tanks. RAM Water Tanks, superior strength and made to withstand harsh conditions. Call 925-3822 now to save big and prepare for the future with RAM Water Tanks.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. One of our callers spoke about the sentencing and how foreign nationals, or in this particular case, I think the person pointed out that the individual may have been a permanent resident, just obtained it about 12 months ago, and how they're dealt with, by the courts, and the whole issue of no conviction recorded. And we see that throughout the Caribbean, we are not the only jurisdiction that is facing that, if you want to call it a dilemma or that challenge. So today, in today's Jamaica Gleaner, for instance, there's an article that speaks to the fact that British drug traffickers are not phased, F-A-Z-E-D, by fines, prison terms, if caught. And that's what lawyers in Jamaica are saying. And it says that some lawyers are of the view that the fines and sentences that are being handed down to foreign nationals caught smuggling cocaine are not serving as a deterrent, as the number of offenders is constantly rising. So they point out that on Wednesday, yet another British national, Glenn Mason, who was caught trying to smuggle cocaine out of Jamaica via Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, James, was fined $200,000. That's 200,000 Jamaican dollars, way less than 2,000 US dollars, or 3 months in prison. They point out that in October of this year, that the Jamaica Constabulary Force released data indicating that 27 foreigners, mostly British nationals, were arrested between January and September this year for breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. An attorney at law, Swain Phillips, who practices out of the western Jamaica, told the Gleaner that repeated publications about foreigners being arrested in Jamaica on drug-related charges have not deterred individuals who are willing to take that risk because they believe they will not be caught. So again, they're facing their challenges there, and they believe that the fines are not. Now, there are some persons who, and some schools of thought, who believe that prison sentences, fines, do not serve as a deterrent. And, one case or several cases may not really establish that, but there have been studies done, and that is why there are some approaches to prison sentencing and what occurs in prison, differ. Whether or not prisons should serve as rehabilitative centers, for persons who have been convicted of crimes or whatever. But, we're not the only jurisdiction. We saw with the ammunition stuff, Turks and Caicos was facing the same thing as well. What I believe that people, and what I'm hearing, people are saying is that Caymanians who go before the courts should be treated the same as foreigners, or vice versa. Foreigners should be treated the same as Caymanians. We should not have, or appear to have, double standards when it comes to sentencing. Because the same person who's bringing in the gummy bear, the gummies who's not Caymanian, and the person bringing them in who's Caymanian, how can you then, I guess the facts of the case, the evidence and everything will bring that out in the case, but how do you determine that one person is only bringing it in for recreational purposes, for their own use, and the other person is bringing it in, to traffic and deal, with it as well? I'm going to stop there on that. Talking about the lady, the person who worked at the education department having difficulty in terms of establishing that they work there as a bus warden. We see some of these top-tier law firms representing individuals who, have been their permanent application for permanent residence has been in the pipeline for so long, and they haven't been dealt with, and all other things. My question is, and this is a rhetorical question, how many of you top-tier law firms out there would go to bat for this lady and at least make representations on her behalf to the government, to the education department, the way that you are doing it for others? Because there are some instances when you take up the case pro bono, you take it up for nothing, because you realize that it will have, if you're successful, it will have significant impact on your firm's ability to attract clientele who find themselves in the same position, and then it becomes a money-making venture for you, for all of those clients who may fall within that. How many of you are going to bat for Caymanians who find themselves in that situation? Just asking for a friend, a very, very close friend who I've known for 74 years. Just asking for that friend as well, because we have to hold you to account. You make all of these claims in terms of what you're doing, what you represent, for the Cayman Islands, and what you want for the Cayman Islands and everything else. Tell us what you're doing for the people of the Cayman Islands. Yes, many of you do give scholarships, and you have job experience programs and stuff like that. But are you listening? Are you prepared to go out there for the man on the street who's Caymanian and who's struggling to get the authorities to listen and to act? And you have the ability to give some legal advice, some guidance, or even to write a letter on the person's behalf with suggestions as to how their case should be handled as well. We have to hold you to account. We have to keep you to account as well. There's another article in today's one of today's papers. I think it's the Compass, about the number of persons who are on our stop list here in the Cayman Islands. And yes, I would imagine that that stop list needs to be continuously reviewed. I know in my days that many persons on that stop list, you have to bear in mind that a stop list is also to prevent those persons who have criminal records from entering the Cayman Islands. They may not have been here before. So when authorities are aware that someone has been convicted for a serious offense in another country, they can be barred from entering the Cayman Islands as well, and they can be put on that stop list or that watch list as well. I don't know whether or not it needs to be updated from time to time. I think there was, in that article, there was something pointed out also that some 12 persons are now deceased, and their names are still on the stop list, as well. But again and again, we see these firms looking to hold the government to account. But in many times, it is not in the interest of the indigenous people of the Cayman Islands. It's of the interest of others. We have to address this imbalance in not perceived. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We have to address this imbalance with the sentencing of Caymanians and the sentencing of foreign nationals who come here only as visitors. If we are prepared to accept their actions, their attitudes toward the Cayman Islands and the laws of the Cayman Islands, for the sake of the almighty dollar, or for fear that someone is going to go out on some social media platform and hammer the Cayman Islands because of the laws that we have to protect the people of the Cayman Islands, then we need to start thinking twice, about that and what our tourism product is all about as well. I know no country in this world that is going to be castigated because they have laws in place to protect their own people. With that, folks, I want to thank all of you who have called in, sent in WhatsApp messages, as well. You will be hearing this voice one more time this afternoon on Talk Today. This will be my last guest hosting for this week, and I think Sterling Dwayne will be back next week as well. So I urge you to join me at 12:15 for Talk Today. And as usual, we ask the good Lord to bless these three beautiful, wonderful Cayman Islands.
For the Record, proudly brought to you by
Brand Source Home Gallery, inspiring luxury.
And JN Money.
From abroad to yard.
Fast, affordable, convenient.
Doctors Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctors Hospital, always there for you. Call 949-6066. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama.